guys, it's Drunkle Crow here with Walkers of the World Tree. I am reading for you today A Bird and His Bottle by Twisted Fates. As you guys know, Flowey normally does a lot of these. Throwing my head into the ring, so to say, with this stuff. This is a little bit of a one-shot, but you guys will kind of get a feel for it as we go in. But do me a favor, I especially personally would love to hear your comments and your advice on how I can make my readings better. So if you have any comments or anything that you think might help me, be sure to leave it down in the comments below, and I'll definitely be sure to read them. But anyways, without further ado, let's get on to it. Every problem had a solution, without exception. Not every solution was known, of course, but every problem had a solution. You just had to spend some time looking for it, and come now or come later, you'd find it. Crow had, after all, lived a very long time, and he knew a bit about how the world functioned as a whole. And he hadn't run up against any real problems that didn't have some solution that could be found to it. Not that he particularly liked all the solutions that cropped up to all of his problems, as numerous as those were. His family? A bunch of bandits, killers, and thieves to the last man, woman, and even some of the children. Raven didn't like parasites, as she called them, so most of the kids, if any were allowed to stay at all, were made to be useful. The solution? Ignore them. Keep them mostly out of trouble, subjectively, considering, and try to keep them alive in case he could get Raven on side against Salem again. Somehow. Though it was Raven he was talking about. And she'd literally given up her kid rather than change anything about herself or the tribe. So, Crow would take his chances wooing Salem herself, instead of banking on those wins to change anytime soon. It was certainly a damn sight more likely. And really, Raven wasn't his problem now. And then of course there was bloody Salem. Or preferably a bloody Salem. Rather, as that part seemed not to stick in spite of Oz and his 1,000-year-long war with the evil bitch. That he still had no idea where she lived, or how she created New Grimm, or even how she controlled them, perplexed the hell out of the old huntsman. How could the old man have fought this damn long, and not made any real headway against the Queen of the Dust-Damned Grimm? It was pretty ridiculous. That also wasn't his problem, or at least not his problem to deal with. But that was the point, really. Everyone ran around trying to solve every problem, and that included the ones that weren't their problems to deal with. And that led to every damn problem known to man. People shoving their noses where they weren't meant to damn well be. And a hell of a lot of them would have the nerve to ask you why you didn't give them a goddamn thank you card or something when it was over. Politicians, mercenaries, cops, even some huntsmen that, unlike himself of course, didn't know to leave shit well enough alone. They were the cause of the world's evils, he knew. Well, them and the Grimm, of bloody course. But again, not his business to go around trying to find every damn solution to that problem. See, he continued, slurring even that word to almost incoherence. I ain't crazy about all this, am I? Crow's eyes narrowed, leaning forward on the bar counter and pointing a wobbling finger. Hey, was there always three of you?
No.
The bartending triplets answered all at once, taking a deep and suffering breath and glancing up at the ceiling like he was looking for something. And all, remarkably in time, he needed to ask about how they coordinated that so well. The man set a large bottle on the counter and sighed.
Here, this'll straighten you out. Always does.
The huntsman snorted, holding the brown bottle in his head and smirking. It's like I was saying, you three. Everybody trying to solve everyone's shit for 'em, and we get nowhere. All gotta solve our own problems. Know where I found all of my solutions?
Where?
The men asked, only kind of sarcastic. Every answer mankind needs. Crow lifted up the bottle and gave it a shake. Fits right inside a bottle. Know what I mean? The bartenders made a face, and Crow explained. Just goes in vials and makes all the shit we need. Water, bottles. Seeds, stored in bottles nowadays too. Medicine, bottles again. He sighed, looking at the bottle in his hands for a long second. Every damn problem in the world, solved by what fits right in a butt. Hold on. This shit's meant to sober me up. I ain't paying for this shit.
You ain't paid at all, you drunken dick.
The triplets growled, shaking their heads.
Sober up, pay up, and get up, you fucking philosopher.
Alright, guys. And that was A Bird in His Bottle by Twisted Fates. As some of you may be able to tell, this was kind of a collab between me and Papa Odin. He was playing our bartender. Obviously, I was the narrator and Uncle Crow. But we really appreciate you guys coming and watching this and listening to us do this. Any feedback you guys have would be greatly appreciated. And we seriously thank you again for sticking with us through our different changes of pace and coming to hang out with us while we do this. And we hope you'll stick around with us and join us for the next time. And until then, guys, have a good one.